Hey YouTube, it's Smoke Monster A15 here. I thought I'd make a sort of different type of video today. I was sitting back thinking about, well, I was actually going through a few videos that I'd made in the past, and which is what normally drives me to make a new one, in which I had spoke about in Vita. I'd spoke about how I wanted this Vita to be, a first look at my first month of living life on my own, and of course I failed Vita, as we all know, so that didn't work. So I thought I'd make this video instead as a sort of a life thus far for me, and just a little reflection of how it's been, because YouTube for me has never been about the views or about the popularity, because let's face it, I've had the same probably 8 subscribers since I first started this, so it's never really been about that. It's always been more of a personal thing where I just like expressing myself on video rather than, writing it all down, which I do have a I do have a blog that I sometimes write in, but that's strictly for me also. So, anyways, that's not the point. The point is that I just wanted to give a little inside look into what it has been like living on my own. This is my new place, by the way. I haven't shown you, and I don't plan on showing you today, because I haven't showered and my apartment is a mess, and I don't feel like it took me 10 minutes to set this up. You're on top of like a stack of everything right here. So, and we're already 2 minutes in and I haven't even begun to talk about what I wanted to say. Anyway, yeah, life on your own. It's really, I think it has been more eye-opening to me. Responsibility is thrust upon you very quickly. You have to adapt to dozens of different things, bills, rent, maintenance if you live in an apartment. But what really has made an impact personally for me is just the social aspect of it. When you live alone, in some people's minds they see it as, party house, you invite all your friends over, blah blah blah. But really what happens is, at least for me, you kind of really find out who your true friends are, because when you live on your own, you are secluded in this one spot, and you're you're just by yourself most of the time, which is fine for me, because I'm an introvert, and I'd much rather be alone than be with a whole group of people. But at the same time, it's like, it's nice to try to hang out with people, and more of it's more or less about just growing up and watching how you grow up and watch how other people around you are growing up. For example, people in my life are, and myself am growing up, like I said, and so, people tend to grow apart, and that's normal, and it's totally fine. This is not a video, of me ranting about how I hate everyone in my life because they're, growing up. It's not that at all. It's just a sort of homage, I don't know what I'm trying to do right now. It's more of just a reminder, I guess, that people do grow up and people do grow apart, and how you face that really determines the type of person you are. Me personally, I face it as it's gonna happen, so why fight it or why stop it? So I have become more or less used to spending nights like this alone, watching Netflix, and you can either be depressed about that or you can, accept it. And so I've just grown to accept it. And like I said, this is not a this is not a negative video. It's just a sort of, like I said, a personal thing that I've done, because, like I said, YouTube has always just been just for me, and whoever else wants to watch me sit here and talk to myself is fine, but more or less it's just for me. So yeah, the only advice I could give to anyone, moving out on their own, and is just accept the fact that you're moving on in your life, and so are other people, and you can't expect everyone to stay the same forever, because we are growing up, and our lives are getting more complicated, and they're getting more, and they're getting better for some people. Some people's lives are getting much better, and you have to be happy for those people, and you have to, hope and pray that one day your life will, turn around, and the only way that's going to happen is if you do it yourself, which I have been trying to do recently, is try to, turn my life around and make it better, because I'm not saying I have a terrible life, I don't. It's just there are things in my life that I'd like to change, and I'm trying to work on that, and I'm trying to better myself and, live a happier life. But really, I don't know how to end this now, but it's already at 6.5 minutes. So, yeah, moral of the story is, life doesn't stop for anybody. So, just try to do your best, and keep your friends close, and not your enemies closer. That's not what I was going to say. But just try to keep your friends close, and if they drift apart, then you either let them go, or you try to fight for them, and if they don't want to be fought for, then you let them go. So yeah, this is going to be taken the wrong way. I can already see that, but it's okay. I know what I'm trying to say, and like I said, this is just for me. So yeah, that's it. I'll have an apartment tour sometime. Probably not. This is the living room. I'm sitting at the kitchen table. There's a kitchen right there. There's a bathroom, and there's my bedroom back there. It's a small one-bedroom apartment. It's nothing extravagant. So it's really nothing to get your hopes up about. Not that you even had your hopes up in the first place. Oh my God, I'm still talking. Okay. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.